Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to IksloCraft, the shoutcasting diary, following me, Ikslorin, on my journey to learn and play StarCraft 2. And in the top left corner of Code ALE, it's the red Zerg on his 7th day of playing StarCraft. It's Ikslorin. While in the bottom right, the blue Protoss, the enemy you could say, it's Käloth. Pretty cool name, to be honest. I like it. But also, he's very much in a hurry. I mean, look at this probe. He couldn't even wait for me to finish this introduction before getting this probe out of his main. And more importantly, this mineral was not even delivered back before this. This was just thrown out immediately. He's really just in a hurry to get this pylon down here, which is going to go down at the 3rd. And not his Ikslorin's natural, so it doesn't look like any kind of cannon rush that we're going to see, because making a cannon rush at a 3rd doesn't look like it makes a lot of sense, really. I mean, obviously it does make a lot of sense, but we're going to see a gateway. So it's going to be a proxy gateway, probably a proxy 2 gate, because you have the resources to actually support 2 gateways at the same time. Ikslorin, on the other hand, is not going to see this. We are going to see 2 overlords going for the natural and the main. We're going to see a drone that is going to go and check for any kind of cannon rush before pretty much popping down a hatchery. But this thing has to be cancelled if Ikslorin really wants to probably have some kind of abilities to stay into this and actually fend off this early aggression here. He's already at 16, now 17 drones. Actually having to fend off this probe and trying to get a surround on that one, and also being a little bit nervous and until after losing 3 games, after just getting back into StarCraft after only having watched Day 9 Dailies for a month, we're going to see a 17 pool and not a 60 pool. Can't even say numbers correctly right now, but at least the pool is down, though very late, and we're already going to see the first zealot out on the map. So with pretty much the spawning pool only halfway done, Ikslorin will have to rely a lot on drones against all of these zealots, and I don't think that is really that possible. I mean, you can get a surround maybe once or twice, but I mean, zealots are really good against zerglings. Obviously they're also going to be really good against drones, and already the first drone is nearly dead. Though it is not going to be focused down, but 1 drone is already going down before the first zealot is down. So 1-to-1 is the trading right now, and Ikslorin is already looking actually pretty fine at this point. How many drones have actually been lost? It looks like 4 drones to 3 zealots. Actually, he's actually in a pretty decent spot, but if you look at how many of these drones are very close to death, Ikslorin can only afford to surround once or twice more before pretty much everything he has is going to die. And this queen is only halfway done, delayed due to the fact that Ikslorin has to micro, and this spawning pool is going to go down very late. And these drones are also going to just go into the corner because Ikslorin A moved. And finally the queen is down, but is Queen really able to deal with all of these zealots? That is going to be a very interesting question. The next 2 zealots are going to go in just after dealing with 2 more zerglings. Zerglings that are also going to try and go in from behind. But these zealots focusing the Queen down, nearly getting killed, all the way down to 50 HP. The drones now again having to do all the dirty work and try and kill all of these zealots. More zerglings going to go in. The probe is going to go down, but this queen is not really having to be stutter step back if it actually has to stay alive. Zerglings not going to be able to do anything because zealots are just great against them. And now again, queen going all the way down to 18 HP. And the drones should go around the zealots by like hugging the hatchery instead. Ikslorin, you're not playing Terran. This is not a planetary fortress. What the hell are you doing? Well, at least finally, it seems like Ikslorin has a decent size of zerglings, but still, this is 10 zerglings against 2 zealots. It's going to be very close to Ikslorin not being able to actually get this thing to work, but more circlings are in production. Ikslorin is spending all of his lava right now to just getting all of these circlings to get produced. And all the circlings are already now moving up to the ramp to what should have been his third, getting us around and some other zealots now that the next wave. And actually is still alive with what seems to be 9 circlings, going for the pylon immediately, trying to deny any other waves of zealots to go down. And that is, the zealots are not going to go down. Still 10 seconds left on those. Käloth calls a GG. Ikslorin fends off his very first Proxy 2 gate, even as he didn't scout it, didn't have the APM or the observation skills to actually cancel this hatchery. Also, I mean, I don't really want, when I put feedback here for Ikslorin and in this end analysis here, I don't really want to talk about the 10 overload or this 17 spawning pool. That is mainly just to be due to the fact that Ikslorin was nervous and a little bit on tilt. But Ikslorin should have tried a stutter step with the queen, maybe having a control group for all of these drones since he had to use them a lot. He has only 230 minerals in the bank, so those would all be used on probably drones in here. That is pretty much all of these larvae, so he cannot really afford anything else. Käloth, on the other hand, we can see that he has more zealots queued up, and he has had that throughout the whole game, so he has had 200 minerals just used for nothing. Those could have been used most importantly for more probes back here, but also we can see 400 minerals over here. That would be a pylon, so, and 300 left would be a warp gateway. Sorry, I always mess those two up, but a gateway over here, and then we would have one zealot and halfway another zealot here. So, and since we already are trying to go for, that half zealot would then be a probe. So really, what Käloth should have done is also try and spend his money and try and get some kind of blockade up here, so that he I forgot the word. The point is that he should try and see if he could block the ramp, so that actually whenever he has actually killed this Proxy 2 gate, which very much is a cheese, so when this fails, it is a good choice to just GG as Käloth did, but he could also just try and see if he could block off the ramp, so that whenever Ikslorin takes these, what is it? It's somewhere around 20 circlings. With 1 or 2 zealots, or maybe even 3 over here, Ikslorin would probably not completely be able to actually get through that. Those zealots should be able to shut down any counterattacks by Ikslorin, so that he could get drones up, and Ikslorin would only be able to just sit back here and deny a natural expansion for Käloth. But then Käloth would be able to just take up in here, maybe go for some kind of Dark Templars, because when behind, Dark Shrine, as Day 9 says. There's a lot of options that Käloth actually did. He could try and see if he could salvage this position. Ikslorin would really just go for the natural here, because I know that, because I would be Ikslorin really. And probably just take the third, now that these 2 gateways are done, and just drone up really, and just go for the late game, and just deny the natural that we see here, and probably just try and apply a little bit of pressure, but just keep Käloth on one base, while Ikslorin just sits back and waits for Käloth to really just starve out all of these minerals here. So, I'm very satisfied with how this game turned out to be. Obviously. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to IksloCraft.